I noticed something about struggle that people don't like to say out loud anymore. Growth doesn't come from comfort. It comes from friction. Not trauma, not neglect, not cruelty. Just real resistance, real limits, real moments where things don't work and no one rushes in to smooth it over. Every meaningful change I've ever seen in person, including myself, came after a period where the old explanations stopped working, where the shortcuts failed, where you couldn't outsource the thinking or blame the system or wait for someone else to fix it. You had to sit in it. That's the part we've quietly removed for kids. We've confused protection with prevention. We've decided that if something feels uncomfortable, it must be harmful. So we intervene early. We soften edges. We remove obstacles. We reframe failure before it has a chance to teach anything. And it feels kind. It feels responsible. It feels modern. But it has a cost. When you never let someone struggle, you never let them integrate who they are. You never let them find out what they can survive, what they can adapt to, or what actually matters to them when things don't go their way. Struggle is how people learn where their values live. It's how you discover what you'll keep doing when it's hard, what you'll drop when no one's watching, what you believe when the script runs out. Without that, confidence doesn't form. Only compliance does. What worries me isn't that kids are struggling too much. It's that they're struggling without ownership. Their difficulties are immediately labeled, managed, optimized, or explained away by adults. Someone else names the problem. Someone else chooses the response. Someone else decides what it means. So the kid never gets to ask the most important question. What does this tell me about myself? You don't learn resilience by being told you're resilient. You learn it by realizing you didn't break when something was heavy. You don't learn judgment by following instructions. You learn it by making a call, living with it, and adjusting next time. We say we want kids who can think, adapt, and lead. Then we design systems that remove every opportunity to practice those skills. That's not a contradiction. It's fear. We're afraid that if we don't step in, something bad will happen. We're afraid that discomfort means damage. We're afraid that letting go means failing them. But there's another fear underneath that one. We're afraid of watching someone we care about struggle and not being the hero in that moment. So we fix, we buffer, we explain, and in doing so, we steal something essential. Not their safety, their agency. Struggle doesn't need to be dramatic. It doesn't need to be constant. It just needs to be real and theirs. A missed opportunity, a hard conversation, a decision that didn't work out, a day that didn't go the way they hoped, and then space. Not a lecture, not a rescue. Space. Space to reflect. Space to name what they felt. Space to decide what they'll do differently next time. That's where growth actually happens. If kids seem stuck, it's not because they're weak. It's because we've removed the one thing that turns experience into wisdom. We've made life smoother, but we've made it harder to become yourself. It's just something I noticed.